Building closed for renovation. And where's the information center? I don't know. Temporary visitor center. Cave entrance and hiking trail. Russell Cave is a prehistoric cave shelter site that was excavated in the 50s and 60s, determined that people consistently lived in and used the shelter from 10,000 BCE to 1650 CE. One of the longest continually used shelters in the United States. 3 tons of artifacts were found during the digs, including spear and arrow points, decorated in plain pottery shards. Wow. Wow. Well, 10,000 BC, that kind of does away with a 6,000 year creation account, doesn't it? Well, let's take a walk here. All right, this building is being renovated. Russell Caves. It's the Department of the Interior. This is federal property. I saw a deer, but it's a fake one. It's a fake deer out here, look. Look. It's fake. Okay. Well, that's a pretty good way to spend some of my time. I guess they must be doing some demonstration out here. Clearly not at the moment. Different kinds of rock. They're chipping away at that rock, huh? Dig into it. So I'm going to follow this trail. I can certainly use the exercise. So follow along. Mobile tour. Caution. Stay on the boardwalk. Venomous snakes. Yes. No kidding. Dadgummit. Caught my shoe on that. So, I'm not going to venture far up there. Where's the cave? Is what I wanted to see. Wow, look here. Holy moly. A sinkhole. And it's a serious sinkhole. And I don't think this video is going to do it justice. Wow. Okay. Tall trees. This is up near Bridgeport, Alabama, and it is nature's sight to behold. Make no mistake about it. I didn't see a posting to indicate how long this walk is. Oh wow, this must be the cave area, and this is like, wow. And I think I hear water. Yep, there is water. There is agua. Wow. Yeah, see, people go to church and think they'll find God. I laugh. All you're going to church for is to hang around a bunch of people and somebody tell you what they think God is. That's all you're getting in church. This, my friends, this is it. Yeah, I'm out of shape. I hurt my knee, so I got far from aerobic, and now I'm trying to get back with it. Russell Cave is constantly changing. Water flowing through the cave has carved the openings that you see here, as well as several miles of passageways that make up the cavern system. 14,000 acres of land drains into Russell Cave. Flooding is common here, as a few inches of rain can make for several feet of water. Russell Cave can flood in a matter of hours and drain just as fast. As the water moves through the area and here to the cave opening, it picks up a lot of things along the way. Debris is deposited throughout the cave, as is trash that is picked up by the water and deposited in the cave and surrounding areas. The trash along the roadside and elsewhere never really disappears. It just keeps getting relocated. Well, let's see how far they take us on this boardwalk to this area here. Look at this, folks. Wow. And I do mean wow. This is something to behold. Russell Cave. Not a lot of water down there now. And then we come to an end just to look down here. No access area closed. And that goes down, I guess. Wow. So, what do we have here? Paleo-Indian period, some 9,500 years ago, initially formed the caverns and tunnels by underground streams. Russell Cave became habitable some 9,000 to 11,000 years ago. The collapse of the cavern roof, deposits of silt, flooding of the creek, and continued rockfalls raised the floor above flood level. Early inhabitants of the region found the cave almost ideal for primitive lifestyle. With an essential water supply, protection from the elements, and abundant wildlife in the area, native people used the cave for shelter. Whether used year-round or merely as a seasonal hunting camp, archaeological evidence indicates intermediate intermittent human habitation for almost 9,000 years. The Archaic period, hunters and gatherers, 9,500 to 2,500 years ago. During the Archaic period, daily life revolved around hunting and gathering. Much time was spent hunting wild game using a spear launcher called a atlatl. People also gathered shellfish from the Tennessee River, fished using bone fish hooks, and collected nuts and berries from the forest. Although times could be hard, especially during the winter, the cave provided shelter and, to a limited extent, temperature-controlled environment. Early people left many things behind in the caves after thousands of years of use. The dirt floors built up over time to cover debris such as animal bones, broken tools, and campfire hearths. First potters and farmers, woodland period, 2,500 to 1,000 years ago. The woodland period was a transitional time between simple cave dwelling and highly developed mound villages. As the culture continued to evolve, dependence on the cave became less important because agricultural and technological developments allowed the woodland people to form more complex settlements in other locations. Semi-permanent living arrangements allowed time for pottery making, which was a leading technological achievement for the period. Woodland people also used land more by planting crops. During the winter, the cave may have been used as a hunting camp when communities dispersed into more efficient, smaller groups on the onset of cold weather. Hunters at this time began using the bow and arrow, which gave them better range and accuracy. Using the bow and arrow rather than the spear increased the chance of a successful kill versus returning to the cave empty-handed. And then the mound builders, the Mississippian period from 1,000 to 450 years ago. Many villages had developed along the Mississippi and Tennessee rivers. Valleys flourished into the Mississippian period. Known as the mound builders, the people of the Mississippian period established large permanent towns featuring huge earthen mounds used for burial, residential, and ceremonial purposes. More efficient farming practices in the fertile river valleys helped sustain the growing numbers of people. The people of the Mississippian period continued to sporadically use the cave, possibly as shelter for hunting parties or as stopover for trading parties who traveled as far away as the Gulf Coast and the Great Lakes region. And then the Smithsonian excavations, recent history. From 1956 to 1958, Russell Cave was named for Revolutionary War veteran Colonel Thomas Russell, who owned the property in the 1800s. Archaeologists still consider the cave to contain one of the most complete archaeological records of prehistoric cultures discovered in North America. The artifacts uncovered from evacuations tell the story of the cave, the ebb and flow of habitation, whether the users were family groups or hunting parties, what they wore, what they ate, and what tools they used. As Smithsonian Institution archaeologists dug down more than 30 feet below the cave's present floor, the artifacts they uncovered illustrated how tools, weapons, pottery, and ceremonial goods became more sophisticated over time. So there you go, giving you the history of Russell's Cave. Look at this. Get out, enjoy the planet that provides you everything to sustain your life. Really.